The most interesting and fruitful to pursue argument is the argument from the relativity of perception, which goes like this. Perception is relative. What we perceive depends upon us. And here is the argument. I believe the ancient Greeks knew this one too. Here is the example. You put one hand in icy cold water, you put the other hand in a warm bath water. You wait 2 minutes, you plunge both hands, as in the second image, into room temperature water, water in middle warmth between the two. And what happens? The same water feels warm to the hand that was cold and cold to the hand that was warm. You know this. I mean, it's not rocket science to know that what you're used to is the standard of your perception, and you feel, if you were cold and you go to the middle, you feel warm, and if you were real warm, you go to the middle. It's common sense. Okay, so I put on the top, I call them as they are. Well, wait a minute, I'm getting contradictory signals. My senses are saying warm, cool, for the same water. So it can't be I call them as they are, because as they are would be hot and cold at the same time. It would be a contradiction. So your senses are not able to give you the real truth. They just give you the truth relative to them, right? That's the argument. This really smashed that first umpire. The traditional view, I call them as they are. What do you mean method of cognition? I just know what the ball is. It's either a ball or a strike, and I call it as it is. Well, you call it as you see it, because you have no way of knowing what it is except based on how you perceive it. You perceive according to the nature of your sense organs. If the state of your sense organ is changed, your perception changes. If you were a bat, and some umpires are accused of being as blind as a bat, if you were a bat, you would see by means of echoes of ultrasonic sound. What is that like? What's it like to see not by light, but by, in effect, it's not radar, but it's acoustical ranging, where the bat utters squeaks, very high frequency squeaks. They bounce back, and it can see things as thin as a piano wire. I say see, it can perceive through sound as a medium, things as thin as a piano wire by the echoes that come back. It's like sonar, that's what it's like. It's exactly like sonar on a submarine. Different perception because of different sensory organs, and in this case, different source of energy being used to extract information about the environment. Okay, so the attack on the skeptics say, so we don't know what the world is like, we only know what it's like for us. We only know our internal state. The content of perception depends upon us, however, is equivocal, and this is the great positive lesson that we can draw from this. This is the most important point of the lecture.